I got a makeover. I've been feeling kind of blah lately, not loving my look, but I didn't know how to update it. So I enlisted the help of 4 incredible experts, and they are sharing the best of the best advice to look fresher, younger, and just feel great about yourself. I am here with Mena. She is a wardrobe and fashion stylist.
Hello.
I'm so excited.
I'm super excited too.
Mena is going to take us into the store and show me some pieces that hopefully can like update my sad wardrobe.
No,
You know, it's
just
sad.
to elevate and brighten your wardrobe based on how you want to feel in your clothing, right?
Yeah, and I like business casual.
Fair.
And I also like my word for this year is joyful. So I'm looking for like maybe some brighter colors,
Yeah,
some fun.
Sure, for some dimension, some texture that always elevates your wardrobe really easily. Some accessories.
Right now
Yeah.
it's all skinny jeans
It's
and
okay.
sweaters.
You know, I always tell everyone that a skinny jean is part of like the classic wardrobe now. So let's go do this. I'm
Let's
so
shop.
excited.
I
Picked
feel
out
like
for
the
you.
thing I need help with
Yeah.
a lot is pants.
Okay, that's fair.
Because is it bell bottoms? Is it high? Is it low? I have a kangaroo pouch. There's
You
so
do.
many
I
questions.
do.
And I
Yeah.
try like the high with the belt and then I
Yep.
just look maybe a little preggers.
That depends on the pleating or lack thereof. If you have a lot of pleating here in a pant, that's going to show a lot more of this area. And everyone's going to focus on those pleats because they're so in your face.
Yeah.
So we look for something that's flat or a pull-on pant. This is a beautiful color and it screams joy.
I love this
I
color.
know, it's joy all over the place. The reason why I picked it is because it has texture and pattern, but the pattern's really subtle and it's vertical, right? So it's gonna lengthen your torso as opposed to widen your torso if it was horizontal striping. What you can do is layer this on top with a leather jacket, a jean jacket, crossbody bag, a big scarf, because accessories really elevate your wardrobe and it's really inexpensive. In the spring, wear it with white jeans. And this is really pretty too because it's springy and you can wear it with a cardigan, jeans, black pants, slacks. You could French tuck it, you can keep it untucked, you can put a blazer. A denim shirt is a must for everyone because you could do this.
I feel bad for decluttering all my denim shirts.
Well, we need another one then.
Pull it out
You
of
put
the
black
declutter
skinny
bin.
pants on with this and you cuff this, you roll this up a bit, and I'll teach you how to do that when we try this on, and you roll it up a bit. It's more casual than a blazer, and it's cozy and comfortable, but elevated, and a little bit dressier than a cardigan.
So you're cool to do collar and collar?
I am cool to do collar and collar. You know why? Because I would pop this collar on top of it. So then there's that dimension that I was talking about.
Cute.
Right?
This I actually love, but I'm scared of puffy sleeves
It's
because is this like an 80s thing? But I think it's so
a big,
cute.
It's so I don't get caught up in the what's in and what's out. It's how do I feel in this garment and does it look good on my body? We're gonna go try some pants on.
Let's look the pants.
Okay.
The pants.
This is a slim leg suiting pant. See how it's flat?
Mm-hmm.
The pockets are on the slant here. They're not running across, so it's not going to give you that width.
Oh.
Width here should never be wider than here.
Okay.
Because it's just going to make you wider here. So us petite girls should always have pants that are close to the body here, that are fitted here, and then gently start to flare or widen right around here or even lower.
Okay.
Because it creates balance.
Us big booty girls.
So with this part of our body, and then this part of our body with the flare is all the same width. So you look super proportionate. Okay, so hold on a second.
You don't love it?
No, I don't love that.
I also don't.
Too long for you. And you know what? This sleeve hem, this should be up here. So it's dragging you down.
Yeah, it feels...
It should be up here. So I'm going to show you a little trick. So instead of just rolling it up and then you're just having this bulk of fabric, we're going to make a cuff. So we fold it in half like this, and then you take this hem and you bring it up to the stitching, just like that. Okay. and then you crunch it a bit, and then you take the outside corner and you fold it down. And it gives a little bit of, again, dimension and a little bit of chic style. Big difference between this. It's just this bulk of fabric.
Right.
And then this almost cuffed style. I really like that. I love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It really balances you out.
It's the bottoms that are throwing me off
Well,
because I
this is
feel like I'm,
Yeah. We need a little bit of proportion, right? So because this is fitted.
Right.
And this is big, we need something that's a little wider on the bottom. So
Okay.
just a pair of wider or straight pair of jeans.
I see what you mean. Like it feels like a normal, like a sweater.
It's a sweatshirt. So look for details like the puff and the ruching, as opposed to something that's super like super special or something that's, you know, a little bit overdone.
Okay, cute.
Okay, these jeans are straight, but not too straight. Why don't we just try them?
Let's do it.
Let's try them. Okay, so see how this is creating a little bit more balance because the width is here as opposed to here, and it's not tapering. It's balancing up there. I love the color because it's not a typical jean, so you can dress this up and you can dress this down. You see, it just kind of elevates it, and it's really cohesive because they're all neutral. And if you're into a leopard flat, I would put a leopard flat.
A leopard flat. Whoa now. Whoa now.
We're going to slow down.
Leopard flat. All right.
Yeah.
I'll try on something else.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I love this
so much.
This, like, in my ideal world, this is what I wear all the time, but I feel like cropped, I don't know how to do it.
I'll teach you. It just has to be higher waisted. That's all.
I just need a higher waisted pant.
It's the rule of thirds. Rule of thirds. Divide your outfit into 1/3 and 2/3 so there's proportion and balance. If your two garments are half and half, you're cut down the middle.
So that's what I do. My shirt comes to here.
Yeah.
And then I'm just half leg, half top.
That's right.
Okay.
So just remember, I need to be divided 1/3 and 2/3.
So what do you think of, see, I call it a pirate shirt. Arr.
Love that the pearls make your skin pop. Pearls make your eyes pop and your teeth pop, and it just brightens you up. There's something about pearls that brightens everybody's features up. Anytime there's a seam that's lower than your actual shoulder, it's gonna just drag you down when you are short.
Okay, on to the next door.
On to the next door.
This store feels a little bit like me. It's
Yeah.
like a older.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
I would wear a white blouse or like a white shirt with this. You want to dress in hues and color hues. It can't always be the same exact shade of color because then it's flat. You want to add dimension and depth.
Okay, not too matchy.
Not too matchy, because then when you're too matchy, it looks like you're trying too hard.
What are you thinking about the pant?
I want you to take them off.
Everyone needs pearls.
Everybody needs pearls.
Oh, pretty.
That's really pretty. Yes, and then you just get just little studs, little pearl studs, and it really just elevates your outfit. Grab a strand of pearls, grab a gold chain, put them together, throw them on. It makes a huge difference. And this jacket, it's like an elevated moto jacket. It's fancy, but you can dress it down with jeans.
Can we see if this is going to do the same wonderfulness or if I'm going to be disappointed?
We're going to try it.
Okay.
Okay.
I see what you say, like this one with the cut, it's cutting in because of the triangles.
So it gives you length here, and it's almost the same distance.
Right.
There's not that huge gap.
So it doesn't box
me out. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. I'm going to hope that this is magical.
That's beautiful.
You do like it? I thought you were going to say, take it off immediately.
That's beautiful. You know why? Because there's balance in the bulk here, right? Like, so it's not tapered.
Right.
And there's cohesion. You could really do a lot with this.
So a shoe color with this, you're still going with a nude flat?
You would do a nude flat unless you're wearing black. If you're wearing black pants, I suggest you wear black shoes because it anchors you. Or even if you wanted to go crazy.
Yeah. If you say leopard print flats, with this jacket, I'm running.
No.
Okay.
I would do like a metallic. So a gold.
Do they
Stop
make
it.
gold shoes?
Of course they make everything.
I
Yeah.
think I need some
Yeah,
gold
I think you need some gold
shoes.
little pumps because metallic goes with everything. Just remember that it stays airy so it doesn't weigh you down. A black shoe with black pants will always anchor you and make you a lot longer. A metallic with a neutral pant or a navy pant will keep it light. Can I show you a trick though?
Yes.
You know how sometimes we have all these accessories and we don't know what to do with?
I have a million scarves, yes.
Like your grandma's scarf or the scarf that you bought in 2000 and you don't know what to do with it.
Totally.
I have a really, really cute idea. So you put it in half, you roll it.
Okay.
So it's like this. And you divide it like this. You wrap it around the back. You pull one end through the loop, just like that. And you attach it to the other end. And you just tie it. I wouldn't do a bow because then that's a lot. And there you go. It's a good way of using what you have. This is a perfect jean for your body type, especially because the pockets are on a slant. It's on an angle, so it's not adding anything right here. And this is always what we want to camouflage, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's high-waisted and it's fitted up to about here. Fitted, and then it slowly starts to flare out. Is a perfect jean.
Cute. Thank you so much, Mena. This was fun.
I'm so happy to have done this for you. You're fabulous.
And I hope you at home got some really good tips for elevating your wardrobe, camouflaging the parts of your body you're not too
happy
in love with, but really showing off the parts that you are.
That's right. That's right.
So let's go do hair and makeup. Now we are here to make over my hair.
Perfect spot. My name's Monica Lombardi. I'm the owner of Monty Hair Boutique, and this is one of our talented stylists, Evangelina Lombardi, who's going to be doing your hair today.
I'm excited. And what's even more exciting is we're actually going to start with colors, which I think is important.
Yes, very.
Before you touch your hair too, you should know your
Yeah.
undertones and all of that.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be great.
let's do this.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I feel like doing your colors was a thing I heard about a lot in the
Yes,
past. I've
yes.
never had it done, and it isn't like a thing
Well,
anymore.
It is if you're in that world of color. So if you're a person who likes palettes and painting, somebody who's a designer or a hairstylist, they have the idea of the universal colors. And it's broken down in fashion in 4 seasons just to keep it simple. So you can have an idea of what you're looking for you and your skin tone and your hair and your eye color, which is the key elements of picking the colors. But here's a couple things, ladies. You aren't always one season per se. So there's like 1,000 pinks. So how can you say you're only 3 pinks? So it's very signatured and custom to you, and that's why there's so many different colors of every shade. The best way to do this at home was to go to Home Depot or wherever there's paint swatches. You're going to get the paint person to help you pick warm and cool tones of every season, and then you're going to bring them home and you're going to put them against your skin. And that's one way you can figure out what color of wardrobe works best for you.
When we're getting started, knowing if you are a cool or a warm is super key.
And it's all in the undertone. And what undertone means is this is the color, but underneath what vibrates your tone. So for example, on skin alone, there's yellow, there's brown, there's pink, there's blue, there's violet, undertones. So whatever your skin is on top, underneath is what vibrates your actual tone.
Right, so I'm pink. I'm obviously super pink.
Yeah.
So that would be a cool undertone.
Cool, somewhat warm. Here's another tip. 2 cool, 1 warm. Hair, eyes, skin. 2 warm, 1 cool. This is how you can offset to vibrate all your colors.
Okay.
So you're pink, which could be cool, and your eyes are blue, cool, your hair warm. You don't have to follow that. You could be whatever you want, but if you want it to flow and really vibrate your tones, that's how they pick the undertones. These are your winter colors.
I wear so much red. Are you saying I shouldn't wear
No,
red?
no, we've got red. So here's another thing that you guys gotta know. If you have a favorite color that you wear all the time, the undertone is either cool or warm. So there's red warm, red cool. Like a purpley red or a pinky red would be cool. A warm red would be orange red.
Right.
Right? So there's different shades. This is why there's so many.
Okay, so
Okay.
winter,
That's
cool.
winter, yes.
Super bold. So I'm guessing people who are a winter probably have a cool undertone, but like a dark hair.
It just depends on the undertones. More bolder in their color. So let's say black hair, a cool brown ash hair. Blondes can be this too, depends on their eye color and their skin tone. Here's fall.
I see it feels warmer.
Yes.
So fall is a warm
Yes.
undertone.
Yes,
So
it
like
is.
an olive skin, a warmer skin.
Yes, a brown, yellow undertone, red undertones in your skin. You have green eyes, you have brown eyes. Are you brown or yellow undertoned with hazel eyes?
I feel like this probably isn't me, but I love it.
It's pretty, but I'm sorry, it's not you.
Okay.
I think you're spring.
Okay. And so spring has a warm undertone?
Yes, it works, right? Without going through the whole palette. But this is generally what's complementing her skin. I could already see she looks brighter. That doesn't mean you don't have a color in the other seasons, especially when we worry about, which I think it might be a question out there. Okay, well, I love fall and I wear fall clothes, but I'm spring. Can I not wear fall? Of course you can. You're just going to find the right shade and tone.
So white.
When you're looking for white, look for undertones that fit your skin. So you're more of a pinky undertone. So pinky white looks best on her. On her, it looks white.
Friends, I've learned something today. I've learned my color is that I'm a spring. I hope you're running to Home Depot to find out your own colors. That was so good.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you so
Oh,
much.
you're very welcome.
We're moving on to my hair. We're gonna fix this
Yeah,
Right.
he's going to do it. It's going to look beautiful.
right now. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
It's bad, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is the thing. I have to curl it constantly
Okay.
because what is happening here? It's half curly, half straight, half fluffy, half dead horribleness. Please save my hair.
We're gonna fix it up.
You see what I call this bathroom bangs? You know when I'm feeling real sad about myself, or I'm just like, I need a change. You know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's cut some bangs in the bathroom. I feel like it's relatable that women want a change, and the hair seems like an easy thing to do. But at this age, it's like I just want something easy and something that suits my face and skin tone.
Let's talk about what we like and what we don't like.
I don't like the brassy undertone that continually comes out.
How do we feel with the roots? Do we like the roots?
I feel like
fine.
it's dull. It's like that mousy,
Yes.
yucky dullness.
So what I'm thinking here, to go on to the color analysis that you just had, I think we need to go for a more neutral blonde. More of that honey, because 2 cools, 1 warm, 2 warm, 1 cool.
Since because my eyes are cool and my skin is cool, I should go more of a warm hair. Oh, I shouldn't ash it down.
That creates the brassiness.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're lifting warm, let's stay warm. Why fight the warmth when it actually goes against our skin very, very well?
That's so good. Okay.
Let's go mix up.
So my biggest issue is my hair's greasy, like an oil slick. People are like, I only wash my hair twice a week. Pfft, I gotta wash it every single day or it's so slimy I could fry bacon on it.
What your hair is doing is overproducing oil because there's not enough in your hair. That's what makes it greasier faster. So how we train with that is we want a pH balancing shampoo that will help our scalp get back to its regularity.
How long does it take? pH balance shampoo, slicking it back. How long until your hair's like, yeah, I'm gonna stop being disgusting?
It'll take on average a month to 2 months. Okay, let's talk about your haircut.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about your face shape. So when we're picking a haircut, we want to look at our face shape. So we want to determine what our face shape is. So we have 5 face shapes: circle, oval, triangle, heart, and
Square.
square. So what do you think you have?
Oval.
You do.
Yes.
You do have oval.
My mother says I'm over 40, so it must be short.
No, that is not
I don't know
true
why. That's
at
such an old
all.
wives' tale, isn't it? That
Yes.
like when you get older, you have to have short hair.
You do not have to have short hair.
Okay.
Just pick a style that works best for your face shape.
Right.
So for yours, I know we were talking about bangs.
Yeah, because I
feel
cut the
like-
bathroom bang.
Let's bring them back. I feel like let's do a nice wispy bang. You do have finer hair. So I'm not going to go too heavy with the layers everywhere, but I want to give you enough that you have that movement within the haircut. So to have a long-lasting blowout, this is a tip to making it stay. We're going to grab 2 or 3 fingers. We're going to be wrapping that hair around those fingers. Not called a pin curl. We're just going to set this hair in place with a duckbill. And we're just going to let it chill. So from the heat of that blow dryer, it's going to set actually this into a nice little curl to ensure that our blowout is lasting longer throughout the day. They can do it with bobby pins. They can do it with even like a bigger duckbill if you wish. These are pretty cheap off of Amazon. You can get a pack of 25.
So blow dry curl pins. Thank you so much. I love my hair. I love the bangs. I love the color.
You're so welcome.
You're amazing. I am off for some makeup tips.
Have fun.
Hey guys, I'm here with Lana, who is an amazing makeup artist. I need the help, and she's gonna share her awesome tips while giving me a makeover.
Thanks, Cass. I'm excited to be here and I'm excited to share some tips with you.
Awesome. No makeup on my face.
Okay, perfect.
It was awkward to leave the house.
Thank you. So we're going to start from the very start with prepping your skin. That's always number 1, is making sure that your skin is nice and hydrated before you even start with your makeup.
I'm a dried up prune, man.
We all are this time of year.
Okay, so what are you using?
I'm just using a moisturizer good for all skin types.
And are you using a brush because you don't want to touch me, or are you using a brush because you should be using a brush?
So at home, definitely use your fingers. And what I recommend is you press it into your skin. You're not really rubbing it, you're just going to press it into your skin. One tip that I definitely recommend to my clients is that they stay away from using an oil-based serum in the morning before they apply their makeup.
Is this because sometimes it peels off into little balls?
Exactly.
I've had this happen. I've told them, like a zombie. I'll be like, you know, and my skin's falling off. And I also use too much retinol and my skin was falling off.
Exactly.
Skin falling off is a common thing.
It can be a little scary. So
Okay.
if you use an oil-based serum and apply a water-based foundation, it's going to be like salad dressing, oil and water. So you want to make sure that you're using a water-based moisturizer and a water-based foundation.
And is there a moisturizer you recommend for like aging skin?
There's a brand called The Ordinary. You can get it at Sephora, but the price point is usually around $20 and under. So it's a good price point. And then some of my clients use like CeraVe and things like that, and they're happy with the results. Another thing that I always do when I am doing my makeup or a client's makeup is after I prep the skin, I do the eyes. The reason for that is anything that falls out while you're doing your makeup, you can clean it up easy and you're not affecting the concealer or foundation. It cuts your time in half in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a primer to your eyelids. So what a primer is going to do is it's going to help to keep your eyeshadow on longer, especially for your long days when you're starting at, 7 a.m. and you have to go all the way through into the evening. This is going to help to keep that shadow on all day. And now I'm going to apply eyeshadow base. The one I'm using is almost like a paint. So
because you have like a palette.
I do. This
A
is
little
actually,
palette knife.
this is my grandma's old butter knife. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's a little way I can keep her with me in my kit. A little repurposing.
So you like a cream shadow?
I like a cream shadow as a base, and then I'll go in with some powders after. You can find those in a stick form as well, which is great. So again, I'm just starting at your lash line and I'm applying it nice and sheer. When I'm choosing a color for this, I'm usually trying to find something close to my client's skin tone, maybe a shade lighter. The reason for that is it's going to help to cover up any of the pinkiness or the little veins that we can see in our eyelid because the skin is so thin. So this is going to act as kind of like a concealer on the eyelid. It'll help to make your eyeshadows pop once you get the eyeshadows on there.
Okay, so I have a question. See, people are like, they have 5 minutes to get ready and they don't want to do all of this. Is there one like makeup product that's going to brighten their face? Like, especially for aging women, should we focus on eyes? Should we focus on blush? Should we focus on lips? Should we focus on just evening our skin tone?
What I would look for is a multi-purpose product. So a cream blush that's in a stick form that you can use on your cheeks. You can put a little bit on your eyelids and on your lips. If I had to choose 2 products really quick in the morning, it would be a concealer and then a cream blush. Because that cream blush, it can be used in multiple ways. And especially as we age, it does make a big difference on our skin. Now I'm going in with just some neutral eyeshadows. I'm using a lighter tone, kind of in the center of your eye to create a bit of a highlight. What I find with my eyes as I get older is if I try to highlight anywhere in the center of the eye, it's going to emphasize anything that's a little bit drooping or a little bit of the fine lines. It's going to emphasize that more. So I stay away from the inner corner of the eye when I'm doing that.
That's good. I have a very hooded eye, so
Just applying it right here in the center will help to just brighten up your eyes. Some of my favorite brushes that I use are just from art supply stores.
really?
Yeah, they're the best and they're nice and tight. They're made for precise painting. So I feel like I can get better quality for half the price.
That's such a good tip. Go to Michael's for your brushes for your makeup.
Exactly.
Smart.
And now I'm just going to take a medium color and apply that into your crease area, nice and soft.
Now, do you go like higher than the crease if somebody has hooded eyes, or is this just like a lie I heard on TikTok?
I do go slightly higher. So what I would recommend is looking straight in the mirror. And then by doing that, you can kind of see your placement. If you try to do it with your head back and your eyes closed, you're not going to be able to find that spot. For everyday kind of makeup on the go, I like to just keep it more on the outer corner. You want to create that nice lift on the outer corner of your face. And don't be afraid to blend it out past the eye. If you shorten it right at the edge, it's going to make your eye appear smaller. So you just want to kind of keep blending it out towards your temple a little bit.
I have noticed that all eyeshadow is not created equal, man. But I also don't want to spend $65 on a palette all the time. So do you have like a drugstore eyeshadow that you like, or do you think just investing in a primer will kind of make the drugstore eyeshadow work?
I think there are some really great eyeshadow palettes out there now. If you look at the brand called NYX, NYX, they have some really great palettes that have a lot of color payoff, as well as a really inexpensive brand called Essence. So their palettes are under $7.
Under $7?
It's pretty fabulous. And they are
this?
excellent. So they're usually at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Essence, neutral palette, matte, end cap at Shoppers. I'm going to stop on the way home.
Makeup's come a long way since, in the 90s even. The drugstore lines, I would put them at the same level as a lot of the professional lines. So I'm going to use an eyeshadow as an eyeliner today. What I like about using an eyeshadow is I can get a nice straight line just using one of my little paint brushes from the paint store. So when I'm placing my brush, I'm placing it along your lash line and the skin just above your lash line. So you still want to touch your lashes with it. That way there's no gaps between your lashes and the skin above. And you're just kind of doing like a little shimmy move along your lash line.
And you're going with like a dark brown?
Yeah, I'm going with the darkest brown in my palette. I think every palette has a nice dark chocolatey brown. I think another big misconception that people have about their skin and aging is that they have to exfoliate, 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 and we're damaging our skin barriers. You want to protect your skin barrier and just use good, clean products. And
how do you feel about retinol? So I went to Mexico and I was at the airport and there was like a candy booth and they were selling retinol behind. The lady's like, that's prescription strength. I can't believe it. I was like, I'll take 2. And then I came home and like slathered this prescription base really thick on my face and then baked it in with Vaseline. And literally, like, my skin was like peeling.
Moderation for sure.
But you're a fan of retinol.
I like to kind of cycle it, so I'll use it seasonally. So I might use it beginning of fall, after the summer, and I'll use it for maybe a couple weeks, and then I put it away and I just stick to basic cleanser and moisturizer at night. And then maybe the beginning of winter, the beginning of spring. So I just look at the seasons, and then I'll use it just for a couple weeks just to kind of reset my skin, and then put it away for a little bit.
So definitely not daily. I've had to put it down. It's like, put down the retinol, Cass.
I like the more natural brow. We're seeing a lot more of that this year on the runways and stuff. So it's not really even drawing your brows. It's just kind of filling in the spaces in between.
I did the over 90 pluck. I thought I was Gwen Stefani.
Oh yes, I was there too.
And now I tell my kids, if you pluck your eyebrows, they don't go back.
And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. Now I'm using brushes to apply it. You can go ahead and use your fingers at home. I wouldn't use a sponge to apply it because the sponge is going to absorb a lot of the product and it's just not going to kind of melt into the skin. You can buff it after with the sponge if you want.
Oh, so a makeup sponge is not for applying foundation. That's so good.
When I'm concealing under the eyes, I try to just focus on the areas that have a little darkness. So usually in this inner corner area here, we have a little darkness. I don't apply it right up under the eye. So I keep it more in here. If I am working on a client that has a little bit of puffiness under their eyes, I just focus on the shadow under the puffiness. I'm not applying it right onto the puffy area because that's just going to emphasize it. I like to apply a little bit of a lighter concealer on this part of the face too.
Oh.
And sort of on an angle towards your temple. And it'll give that nice little lift. Everything we do on the face, we kind of want it lifting up and outwards. And then I always recommend everyone change their pillowcase a few times a week, like a couple times a week, because if we have dry shampoo in our hair, anything that's in our hair is probably going to get on our face while we're sleeping.
Oh, that's so good.
So if I have a client that's, suffering from breakouts, that's the number one thing I usually ask them is, how often are you changing your pillowcase? Are you going to bed with product in your hair? Now I'm going to apply a little bronzer. I'm using a matte bronzer because I want to use it kind of like a contour as well. And then I'm going to focus where the sun would naturally hit you.
This is where things fall off the rails for me. The foundation, but also the contour.
So we're going to go in baby steps. We're going to focus the top of your ear, and we're going to kind of draw an imaginary line towards the corner of your mouth, but we don't want to go that far. So we're just going to kind of focus in this area here. If you're not sure, you can also feel where your cheekbone is and just go right below it.
You'll never feel my cheekbone.
It's in there, I found it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a cream blush. This one's actually Glow Skin Beauty. I also love the ones from Makeup Forever. And also e.l.f. Cosmetics at the drugstore has really beautiful cream blushes as well. So it doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes I'll use a lipstick. If I have a lipstick that I love the color, I'll use that as a cream blush too.
Nice.
Doesn't have to be
Like a
anything
matte
fancy.
lipstick?
Yeah, I'll use a nice kind of pinky matte lipstick. Now, when I'm determining where to place my blush, I look in the mirror and I even it up with my pupil, and then I kind of keep it about 2 fingers from my nose. And then that's where I put the product first. So I don't go lower than the nose, and I just even it up with my pupil. So just look straight in the mirror, and then you can find your spot, and then you're just going to buff it a little bit higher on the face. Blush tends to disappear the quickest, so don't be afraid to go a little bit stronger. Okay, I'm going to go on to the lips now. What I like to do with the lips to help keep it on is I'll put a little bit of the concealer just along the outside of the lip line. By doing that, it kind of locks it in, and it also gives me kind of a clean canvas where I'm going to work.
Can I ask you for like a list of your favorite like drug or inexpensive like eyes
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
for
we'll share it with my
sure.
friends.
Absolutely,
So that
yeah.
they can just be like, what was that again? So you don't have to rewind and take notes. We're going to put it down below. We're going to put
Absolutely.
like the name of the bag. Thank you.
Perfect. Now I'm just going to fill that in with a little bit of lipstick. I feel like every brand carries a lipstick that's like kind of in this shade. You can purchase online in the States or in Canada. It's a great shade. This one's called Pillow Talk.
It's pretty.
And then I'm going to apply your mascara.
If you sneeze,
It's done. It's game over.
just stay home because your makeup is ruined.
If you get a little dot on the skin with your mascara, don't panic. Let it dry and then just take a little cotton swab after and just do that and it'll take it off.
Oh, we'll take off the makeup underneath?
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just a quick little, yeah.
Okay, it has to be dry though.
Yeah, because if you try to do it when it's wet, you're going to smear it all over your face.
That's what I do. And then I'm like, well,
Starting over.
More concealer. Do finishing spray?
Yeah, I do.
Do you recommend that people do a finishing spray? I always thought like all these things were fake.
I don't do it on a regular day, but if I'm going out somewhere or if I'm going to work and I have something right after work, then I'll spray.
So they do.
They do work.
They do work.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do work really well. So when you're doing this, you're just holding it, you know, a few inches from your face and you're just doing a light mist. And that's it.
Thank you. I loved all your tips, especially like affordable and less is more.
Definitely.
And the blush stick, so good. We're going to make sure we put a list down below of all your favorite products and we'll like summarize the tips for you too. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for having me.
Look how gorgeous she is. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you. It was great meeting you.
So much.
Thank you. Bye.
I gotta be honest, this makeover was less dramatic than I thought it was gonna be. I don't really feel that I look really that different, but I do feel better about myself. I love the tips like about having the pockets that are slanted on my jeans and not going with pleated pants so that I feel like I look better in my clothing. I love trying out bangs. It's like an easy thing. You can like floof them out when you don't want them or keep them when you do. Lots of like little tips like knowing my color style. It's all been really helpful, if nothing else, to just give me a little boost of confidence. And I want that for you too. So let me know in the comments below if you learned something from today's video or you want to make a little change to your style too. Love you guys so much and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. This past weekend, I was doing water rescue training at firefighter schooly thing. Scary, awesome, so cool, not the point. My chief made a comment about me dropping a pop bottle. And I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. And everyone was kind of snickering. And then I was like, explain it to me like I'm 5. And he's like, you know, drop a pop. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he's like, while riding a bike. And then it dawned on me. Do you remember that embarrassing story where I was like not wearing underwear and I put my leg over the bike and I split my jeans open from knee to knee and it was a flap and it was like cooch to the wind? Anyways, apparently that story and other embarrassing end stories has been shared around the fire department. And you might think, whatever, you put that on the internet, Cass. But here's my first thought. That is so embarrassing. That's my private talk that I put on the internet. Like when I share with you these embarrassing things, you're like my secret friends, not like people I know watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're my buddy. I can tell you, I just can't tell the world. And I know this makes no sense because I'm putting it on the internet, but I literally felt like I was going to die and crawl under a rock. And I don't want anyone else to know. I'm sharing it with you, not the world. You know what I'm saying? No, this makes no sense to me either. And yet, it totally makes sense. I'll see you guys next time.